BBC Music Live. You're watching the musically talented BBC Two.
Welcome to the Royal Northern College of Music in Manchester for the string final of BBC Young Musicians. Tonight we'll be hearing music by 4 violinists and a cellist. And I'll also be talking to the families of these young performers who so often provide vast amounts of support and encouragement in their preparation for these recitals. There's no doubt that families can be influential in the development of musical careers. Alexander Sitkovetsky is part of a musical dynasty that includes his uncle, who's a violin virtuoso, his mother, an accomplished pianist, and his father, a composer. This is one example of a musical family. Our other performers tonight come from a cross-section of backgrounds who, in their different ways, help their children's talent to blossom. Arriving at the Royal Northern the day before the final, Guy Johnston is tonight's only cellist and one of 4 children. His parents run a music centre in Harpenden.
The thing about my parents is that they put in so much for us to do what we want. And I'm now studying in America, and I'm only studying there because of their support.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Do we need a ticket? Yeah, no.
Hi, Jessica.
All right.
Yes, you need tickets. Let's go on.
But there's a major problem to sort out. Luggage has been lost on Guy's flight from America.
I mean, I can buy you a shirt, Guy, that's not a problem.
Yeah.
We hung on, you see, because American Airlines kept promising they'd find this blinking suitcase. So, poor girl.
She's been wearing the same clothes for 4 days.
Oh.
Don't tell anyone.
Don't tell anyone.
Oh, she's a busy woman.
And it's a special day for his sister.
It's Brittany's birthday.
Brittany will be joining the family for Guy's performance tomorrow. Raki Singh has been living away from home since the age of 10, boarding at Cheetham School of Music here in Manchester. She studies with Professor Wen Zhu Li. Raki's family have come up from South Wales to support her. Her mother, Dorothy, is a music teacher, and her father will be joining them tomorrow.
She had a very musical background because we didn't really have a lot of toys or anything, and I was very involved in music, so she came with me to music courses when she was 7 months old, and so music's been very much a part of her life.
You phoned last night?
Come in between 11 and 12.
No, I didn't realise you were getting here as well. Oh, that's nice. I've registered and stuff already, so this is my own room.
Oh, that's brilliant. They're
Allocated
giving you
to me.
this room. Have you had lessons in here before?
No, Miss Lee's room is just upstairs, so, but
How long have you been practicing for?
only about half an hour actually, but
Jack Liebeck lives at home in North London with his parents and sister Joanna and studies at the Royal Academy of Music.
Neither my wife nor myself really play a musical instrument to any acceptable standard. Jack's needs obviously have to come first, and we have to build our lives around what his timetable is like.
Very good, James.
This is normal life around there.
Jack's travelled to Manchester with his mother Danny.
I've always travelled with Jack. There's a lot of organising of food to make sure that he eats properly, and clothes and transport, which means that it takes the load off his shoulders and he can concentrate on practising and giving a good performance.
Jack unpacks his concert gear, Alexander Sitkovetsky is already engrossed in practice with his accompanist Wu Qian and his mother.
I don't think it's quite together. Pam 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 pam. And if you can play pianissimo here and then it's very difficult relationship because I'm trying obviously to help him. I'm trying to be more as a partner than as a mother. Yeah. And your forte can be a little bit more pam 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 pam, yeah?
I think she really has taught me well how to work really hard and to strive towards what we are all looking for.
Time for a well-deserved break.
I don't understand. There we go.
But there's no time for tea breaks for cellist Guy Johnston. After the loss of the luggage, well, he's got business to attend to with accompanist Sylvia Fraser and his mother Jill.
Sylvia,
Yes.
long black, short black.
If we only
half
have 45
black.
minutes, we'll probably just get a long black dress. Probably
Yeah.
not sleeveless because it might be drafty.
I need to come.
I know you do.
Really?
He needs a shirt.
I'll leave you two to it. I'm not coming with you. I'm going.
You can go
We
with Dad.
need your opinion.
Yeah.
We need to
Oh,
match
yes.
cummerbund and dress.
You need to match.
Meanwhile, Helena Smart is hard at work. She's a resident student here at the Royal Northern College and one of 8 children.
7 girls and 1 boy, and Helen is the youngest. There's 2 professional violinists in that. She used to hear them practicing and she thought she'd have a go herself.
No, you've got a phone now. I've got rehearsal with Caroline now before she goes home.
When will we see you back here then?
I'm going to go home about 4ish.
Yeah.
Get changed. I need to clean up the house before you come.
That's
all right. Don't worry about
we
it.
don't
No, I
mind.
do,
We
believe
don't
me, I
mind.
We're family, dear, don't worry.
Can we try again? It's better, yeah.
Like Raki Singh, Helena studies with Wen Zhu Li.
I much prefer that my family let me get on with it, to be honest. I like they usually take quite a background role, and that's the way I prefer it.
Helena's father has sneaked in.
I think one of the reasons I went into rehearsal was to sort of relax myself. I enjoy the music, but I was a bit shaky. But as she was working through her programme, the music was the incitement to me, and the ability she had to put it across.
Her mother, Anne, has a different way of dealing with her nerves. Helena, your daughter, is in there having her rehearsal, but you're not in there listening.
No, I leave that to Tony.
Can you not bear to go in at all?
Well, I'll be there for the, for the competition, but I'd rather leave it.
When you sort of are backstage in something like this, do you begin to pick up the vibes of what's going on?
Well, she's very calm, I think it's just me, I think. It's not, and I'd rather not go too near her in case she picks up that I'm nervous.
Settled in at the hotel, Jack Liebeck and his mother have now installed themselves in their rehearsal room. How's it going?
It's okay, it's getting there.
It's nearly pitch dark outside.
Yeah.
Do you always practice this late?
Oh, I practice until way into the late hours, yeah, and usually I finish about 11:30 at night. It's 12 o'clock, so.
This looks awfully black for this time of night. What are you working on?
My essay for the final, so.
What's the worst bit on that page?
No, it's all bad. What, playing-wise or the way I play it?
Oh, playing-wise?
It's quite tricky here. It's lots of arpeggios. Stuff, so it's high tense.
I noticed Mum sitting in the background here behind you.
Yeah, she's not usually like at home. She's somewhere else.
Don't stay in the same room anymore.
I was going to say, do you ever sort of pitch in and say you don't like the sound of that, or?
Not anymore. I used to shout upstairs, Jack, that was out of tune. But now I just sometimes sit down and have a listen. But
I'll shout back now. You see.
Yes, you don't know what you're talking about. I did sit in on all his lessons and with his practicing for probably the first 4 or 5 years, making notes of what the teacher said, as I'm not a musician. His teacher always called me his assistant, which was quite nice.
But it's nice up at the, from where I was sitting up near the adjudicator.
For the competition, Jack has some other assistants at hand. Accompanist Christopher Ross, who takes a break to discuss balance.
Nice piano.
Very nice piano. The problem about it, I was finding when you lower lids, it can concentrate the sound rather.
Well, I'm pleased it's on half stick.
You think the half stick made a
Yeah,
difference?
yeah, for what my opinions were.
If you have the lid full up against a little violin, everybody thinks, oh my God. It's
A little violin?
You know, but size-wise, you know, I'm not talking about sound, I'm talking about size. Everybody thinks, oh, the violin's going to be overpowered immediately. But it's difficult to drown Jack, isn't it? I'll try. No matter how hard
I tried as a child in the bath many times.
Yeah, I didn't mean that sort of drowning. Right, that's evidence.
Shopping completed, Guy's parents leave him to rehearse with Sylvia Fraser as the stage is set for the evening performance.
Mum doesn't like to be in the hall when I'm performing. I think Dad's better than Mum. Yeah, I think it's just natural for parents, especially when they're musicians themselves. They know the difficulties and they think of all the bad things that could possibly happen.
As the evening approaches, Jack Liebeck's father arrives from London.
2 o'clock train. That is 3:30.
Raki Singh's father is also here in plenty of time, but they've a problem, not enough
We're
tickets.
just sorting out, we're 2 tickets short. We're just sorting out who is going to go in and which. But I think somebody is trying to get us in from the back door, find out. So just waiting. Thanks a lot. Well, you and Mommy go in, and David and myself will go to the back door.
Okay. Why don't I still go to the back door?
Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
so do I.
yeah. No, because I don't want to sit in my room.
Okay, who wants to go in?
Huh?
Who's going then? You and Mommy.
It's always nerve-wracking. It's very nice because I know they're there, but they don't always hassle me, and they just sort of leave me to get on with my own thing, but it's very comforting. All the big things I've done, they've always been there.
The jury assembles for tonight's performance. Chairman, cellist Paul Watkins, violinist Priya Mitchell and viola player Philip Jukes. Racky's sister Simi is also learning the violin.
I like watching her and I think she picks the best pieces to play all the time.
Do you ever get nervous for her?
No.
Well, it's over for Racky, but her pianist Caroline Jayaratnam will be back to accompany Helena Smart.
It's really quite overwhelming, really. A little bit nervous, but I did enjoy it as well.
You can relax now.
Yeah, I think she's relaxing now it's over.
Before he performs an evening concert, he'll have a sleep. It's very quiet, and it works well for him that way. I stay with him right up until the time, and then finally put his jacket on, and then he takes his violin, I kiss him good luck, and he goes off. And then I tend to tidy up, because I, on the whole, don't sit in on concerts.
Tony Smart has been waiting for Helena's sister Angie and her husband, who've recently arrived from America.
Jack Lieber.
This isn't a new experience for Jack. He got to the BBC Young Musician Finals in 1994.
Thank you. Thank you, Chris.
So where were you during the performance? What
I
did you
stayed
do?
up in the dressing room and I spoke to my sister and I read the paper and bit my nails.
New dress and shirt in place, Guy and Sylvia have another problem. Guy's concerned about how they're going to make their entrance.
Do you want to get... how are you going to do this?
I think we should both bow before we step to the podium. Just walk out there, bow, then while you're getting set up, I go to the piano.
Okay, you go, yeah. Okay. So it's
So
before the
I'm
podium,
always
yeah.
behind him,
Yeah.
No, together. Remember, I can't walk very fast in this dress.
My mum is going to be killing herself now.
I just enjoy it. I find the whole thing fascinating. It's basically watching your children develop into fully fledged musicians.
Guy's brother Magnus has made it to the performance. He's been here before as a string finalist in the last competition. And the birthday girl, Brittany Johnston, has arrived too. Three performances completed and 2 to go. It's the interval, and the worst is over for Guy's mother, Jill.
As a mother, you sit there terrified in case anything goes wrong, but I think he was okay.
Yes. Atmosphere in the hall was incredible.
Yes, he manages, I think, to capture an atmosphere and perhaps hold his audience in a way that I'm no good at.
Yes.
For Alexander Sitkovetsky's mother, the intensive preparation is about to come to an end. All the families feel the pressure of competition, but this is heightened for Olga by her strong musical background and the expectations it brings.
Our family, actually my husband's family, is family of distinguished musical tradition. So Dmitry Sitkovetsky is his uncle, who is very great violinist. And I think my son didn't have any other choice rather to be a musician, to follow the steps of the family.
Thank you very much.
It's never easy being last. It's 2 hours into the competition and Helena Smart is still waiting. Not long to go, and Helena Smart has started her pre-performance warm-up. And so has her mother, calming her nerves by sitting in the canteen with her fingers in her ears, plucking up the courage to go in.
Being told on no account must I do it, so I do it when they're not looking.
Come on. I hate waiting, don't you?
With the final performance underway, certificate ribbons are being prepared in the administration room, ready for the judges' discussions. Well, a sigh of relief from our final performer, Helena Smart. But it's not all over yet. The judges go off to deliberate, so there's a chance for a brief reunion of families and friends.
It was a beautiful performance.
Will Max Bucket here if he hasn't bucket
That's right, yeah. I loved the second piece, actually.
Oh, it was the second piece I liked. The
I
Gregson.
saw you sneaking in at the last minute.
Yes,
But you had your jumper over your head the whole time.
Well, not really. I was just sitting like this. I like the second piece, the Edward Gregson.
Yeah.
I think the first piece had me shaking a little bit, you know, but after, once I had settled, I thought the second piece was beautiful.
It's from my mum. It's so weird on that stage. It's brilliant, mate. Absolutely.
I think they've all done very well, and I think that's the main thing, that they performed to the best of their ability, somehow, under the strains.
And what's nice is we've got to know each other as parents, and fine, we've got lots in common, haven't we? The same name for a start.
Absolutely.
That's a good start.
We lived through the same experience, I think.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've all had an absolutely wonderful time tonight. We've heard everything: fireworks, virtuosity, passion, commitment. However, we were very interested to hear a musician and a communicator, someone who comes up to us, grabs us by the lapels and says, "I love this music and I want to show you how passionate I feel about it." That passionate person, the winner, Guy Johnston.
What an emotional evening. 5 fabulous performances, and of course Guy Johnston goes on to join Tom Poster and Owen Gunnell in Sunday's final concert. Another 5 players line up tomorrow for the brass final of BBC Young Musicians, and as usual you can hear extended highlights of their performances in the morning at 11:30 on BBC Radio 3.